Hello, everyone. Let me ask you a question. Did you realize that less than 7% of the US adult population has good cardiometabolic health? A devastating health crisis requiring urgent action. And according to research led by a team from the Friedman School of Nutrition Science and Policy at Tufts University. Today, we're going to be talking about unlocking the secrets of health through your breath. We're going to learn how the PNOE metabolic health analysis can help you to lose weight, optimize athletic performance, and enhance longevity. The PNOE system test is one of the most potent biomarkers health and longevity test. Namely, it tests the maximal oxygen uptake, what's referred to as the VO2 max. It is the maximum amount of oxygen consumption one can attain during an exercise test. Now, here's why this is critical. The VO2 max is the strongest independent predictor of health and longevity. It is derived from calculating your biological age, which allows for better risk stratification and management of helping you to undertake an optimal exercise. The VO2 max is also the gold standard method of measuring exercise capacity and determining optimal exercise programs for longevity and performance. And you can change your VO2 max. That's what is so phenomenal. And only through regular 30-minute exercise sessions can you increase your VO2 max by more than 20%. So now you may ask me, why should you care about all of this? Well, guess what? Physical inactivity and poor physical fitness dictated by a low VO2 max value can account for 12% of deaths in the United States. It can be considered equally as important as other conventional modifiable risk factors such as smoking, hypertension, and an increased VO2 max can offset the powerful harmful effects and consequences of excess body fat and metabolic disease. So now let's look at what this is. Metabolic testing is the most holistic and insightful test that you can do. And it is incredibly powerful to learn about your breath and how it can predict the quality and length of your life. For over a century, scientists have studied the breath to understand our body's inner workings and uncover the secrets to living a longer, healthier life. And now, with the PNOE breath analysis test, you can gain invaluable insights into your well-being. It helps to measure the oxygen your body can absorb, and it's a strong predictor of your overall health and longevity. It can also show you insights into your cellular health in terms of how effectively your cells are using oxygen. And this impacts your weight management and your overall metabolic health. This test also gives you an understanding of your risks for chronic disease. It provides insights into the likelihood of developing conditions like heart disease, lung issues, or metabolic syndrome. And it can also give you a peek into your brain function. It demonstrates the influence of how your breath impacts your mental well-being, including anxiety and mental readiness. Last but not least, it reveals how your breath affects your risk of musculoskeletal injuries like lower back pain. The PNOE test has made breath analysis easy and accessible because I know you may be asking, well, Michelle, why is it that other practitioners, why is it my doctor isn't offering this to all of their patients? Well, in the past, the machines that they utilize are these huge machines that you can only find in medical facilities. But now with the PNOE device, this test is now accessible to everyone. It's allowing you to gain these insights without having to go to a lab and having to incur horrific expenses to get these tests done. Now, with the PNOE system, you're also going to receive the information that you need to optimize your nutrition, your training, and your lifestyle for longer and better life. Because the reality is, even when you get these tests done in the hospitals and in their facilities, All they do is they give you the results. But then what do you do with those results? How do you practically apply them to your life to make that to make that shift, to improve your overall health and well-being, to improve your metabolic health so that you are not part of that 93% of Americans that are metabolically compromised. And guess what? This test only takes about 12 to 15 minutes to complete. And all you need to do is engage in a short exercise while wearing the breath analysis mask. That is when you're doing the active metabolic rate test. Now, in addition to the active metabolic rate test, there's also the resting metabolic rate test. And the resting metabolic rate test is done for about 8 to 10 minutes, where you are lying down, you are relaxed, or you are seated in a chair. And when you're doing this test, you are motionless, you're not engaged in any kind of activity, and you're breathing as normally as possible. The beautiful thing about this test is that it will give you insight into your metabolic fitness, your resting metabolic rate, your fat burning efficiency, your heart fitness, your lung fitness, your breathing and cognition, your breathing and posture, and it will give you an awareness as to whether or not you have a risk for metabolic dysfunction. This test also incorporates your medical history and will give you insight into how to design your nutrition plan. You have the option of getting access to the Healthy Hub app, which will give you thousands of healthy recipes specifically designed for your metabolic type based on this test that was done on your person. So it is going to be customized to you. It's not a cookie cutter recipe kind of thing. And you can also integrate this app with a variety of different wearables so that you can optimize your overall health and wellness program. Now, remember, I made reference to the fact that you also have the opportunity to do what's called an active metabolic rate test, which is about 9 to 15 minutes. And in this period of time, you're going to do a 3-minute warm up and then a 4 to 10-minute exercise phase. And then you're going to do a recovery phase. And the recovery phase is about 2 minutes. So you can pretty much set aside about 15 minutes to do this total test. Now, the beauty of this particular test is that it's going to give you insight into how many calories your body is burning so that they can prescribe the amount of calories that will ensure high metabolism, improved recovery ability, and optimal weight. It is also going to give you insights into the fats and carbs that you burn so that they can, again, customize a nutritional program for you so that you can have it optimal in terms of the amount of fats and proteins and carbohydrates that you are taking in. It's going to give you an insight into your aerobic health, your cardiovascular fitness, again, your breathing cognition and your breathing and stability, your fat burning efficiency, your metabolic rate, your high intensity performance, your movement economy, your recovery capacity, your biological age, and it's going to give you a customized workout plan that is designed to optimize your workout program. Now, there are 3 different types of reports that you can get when you do a PNOE assessment, depending on what your goals are. The 3 different goals that you can select from are weight loss, longevity, and athletic performance. For any person who's trying to lose weight, you need to create what's called a calorie deficit. And a calorie deficit is basically the state where you burn more calories than you eat. Any calorie deficit, however, will not work for you. It needs to be one that is specifically designed to your physiological needs and your daily routine. This means that it should not cause your metabolism to slow down, which is a danger that happens to a lot of people. And I know if you have been in the world of weight loss, doing different plans and things of that nature, depriving yourself of food, it may look good for a certain amount of time, and then the weight starts to come back. And you're like, well, Michelle, why is that happening? I haven't increased my calories. Well, it's happening because your body is starting to adapt, and what was previously going to work is no longer working because your physiological needs are different, and it's causing a slowdown in metabolism. So in order to avoid that, you need to find through this type of testing what is the ideal makeup and composition that will be sustainable for your lifestyle and prevent you from feeling sluggish or hungry all the time. If your metabolism drops, you go into the dreaded prolonged weight loss plateau, and the state where you keep reducing your food, your weight is stuck because your body is not burning as many calories as it used to. And if the plan doesn't work for your lifestyle, you will quickly give up because of hunger, low energy, and no results. So you need to avoid 5 things in your lifestyle, and you need to personalize it based on the macros that you consume, the food sources that you eat, the time you eat during the day, and the duration of exercise and the type of exercise that you do. And this is what the PNOE analysis is going to help you with, because it's going to tell you how many calories your body burns so that you can get the prescription for the calories that will induce weight loss without causing hunger and low energy levels. It's also going to tell you how many fats and carbs you utilize so that they can prescribe the optimal breakdown among the fats, carbs, and protein in your body to minimize hunger. It's going to tell you the food sources that will fortify the important areas of your health and maintain satiety during your weight loss so that you feel satisfied. You don't feel like you're starving all the time. And it's going to give you the right meal timing to minimize hunger and maintain your energy levels. And last but not least, it's going to tell you the right exercise program that will prevent your metabolism from declining. Now, keep in mind that I keep on referring to they. They're going to tell you this. And what I mean by they is because within our PNOE metabolism analysis, we are going to integrate you with professional nutritionists, professional athletic trainers that are going to design your program so that it is optimal. So those are the days that I keep referring to, okay? Now, the other type of test that you can do, or should I say the other type of report that you can get, is the report for longevity. Now, keep in mind that oxygen is the molecule of life. The more oxygen you can absorb, the healthier you are. And it makes sense intuitively, but there's a simple explanation. For oxygen to enter and to be utilized by your body, there are several physiological processes that need to work together. Your lungs need to inhale it, your heart needs to pump it, your bloodstream needs to transport it, and then your cells need to absorb it as well. As a result, high oxygen consumption means that these physiological processes are in sync. These systems are also linked to clinical conditions that can potentially reduce your quality and duration of life. Specifically, as the body's cells don't absorb oxygen as expected, you may see that you are prone to developing things like diabetes, and a heart that doesn't pump oxygen well is a candidate for cardiovascular disease. And lungs that don't absorb oxygen effectively can indicate respiratory diseases such as COPD or asthma. And that's where the PNOE analysis comes in, because it is going to give you insight into how effectively the oxygen flows through your heart, your lungs, your cells, and it's going to identify which systems are posing an issue for your health. You're going to learn how many calories your body burns. You're going to learn how many fats and carbs you can burn so that you can get a prescription for the optimal breakdown of fats, carbs, and protein in your diet. It's going to tell you the food sources that will fortify. It's going to tell you the right meal planning, and it's going to tell you the right exercise. All of these components will be included in the longevity analysis report. And the third type of report is one that is going to give you insight into your performance, your athletic performance. Because again, keep in mind, oxygen is a molecule of performance. It is the most fundamental element your body requires to convert nutrients such as carbs, fats into energy. And these are the things that are needed to move and perform optimally. For oxygen to be absorbed and consumed, several key processes need to be looked at together. Again, your heart, your lungs, your blood circulation, and your cells. As a result, effective oxygen flows through these systems, and it indicates high athletic ability. Conversely, the system that limits oxygen flow through this chain is one of the things that is blocking your ability to perform better. And the analysis that is done by the PNOE machine is the gold standard precision of how effectively oxygen flows through your heart, your lungs, your cells, and identifies which systems are being compromised. So again, this report also includes how many calories your body burns so that you can have the optimal metabolism. Is going to show how many fats and carbs you burn so that your nutrition plan can include the optimal breakdown of fats, carbs, and protein during, before, and after training. It's going to tell you the food sources that will fortify the areas of your health. It's going to tell you the right meal timing to maximize your performance, your personalized training zones to maximize the impact of your endurance and interval training. And it's going to tell you the optimal breakdown between resistance training, interval training, and endurance training that will optimize your athletic goal and targets through and minimize the limitations that are blocking your oxygen flow through your body. So now, remember, you have 3 different types of reports that you can request when you do either the resting metabolic rate test and or the active metabolic rate test. The resting metabolic rate test really gives you a lot more insights into customizing your nutrition protocol. The active metabolic rate test will give you the insights that you need to optimize your workout routine. You will be able to choose your theme, whether you are focused on weight loss, on longevity, or on athletic performance. So the next thing to do is to scan this code so that you can go to the profile where you can see more videos pertaining to how the PNOE analysis can help in these key critical areas of weight loss, longevity, and performance. And you will also be able to click on our website to schedule your appointment to have this done. You can also visit our website through going to our flow page at www.flow.page/PNOE, PNOE. I look forward to being able to assist you on helping you to ensure that you are part of the less than 7% of Americans that are metabolically fit.